Alrighty, hello. Back after a little break. Had myself a little rest up. Caught up on some sleep. Alright, so this has restarted us right here at the
Get me out of here!
At the end. Just hope this isn't gonna horribly drop frames everywhere. Right, we've got the DLC, and I can't remember really anything about this game. So if we leave here, if we free him, it's going to end the game. And then we get all the in-game credits and stuff. So we need to, I think, to get out of here. And be able to get like back into the world. Oh god damn it, where did I come from? I haven't played this in so long. What am I doing? Where am I going? Okay, I was thinking it would be a lift. No. Oh, here we go. One door sealed, one door not. Yes, this is where we had our final boss battle. So I'm guessing we need to get back out into the world so we can start doing the... We're going to have to free him, but I thought that would just start us back here again. Alright, let's try freeing Phineas, but hopefully we can skip all the other stuff.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
Alright. Or I've just done this all completely wrong. That's always a possibility.
The board's own fortress and killed the chairman. Just. I know, my friend. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. You and I are going to. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago? And the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose.
Right.
We're entirely on our own.
Alright.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead, we're not a colony any longer. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according... From the moment he landed in Emerald Valley, the hopes...
Right, let's see if we can actually get into the game. Oh, come on. I just want to play the DLC. If I do continue, they're not going to just put me back where I was. Let's put us back here, but can we leave now? Well, I have to start a new game for Peril on Gorgon. No, it's not a continuation. Alright, let's try that. Maybe I have to start a new game.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon.
Alright, well that's... Let's load the game. So the game before we get into that, those end game bits. Right. Level 28, Brave New World. All right. Okay. Just wondering why no one's actually got any freaking armor on. 39, 36. MSI Elite Armor. Alright. And Pavati. 492 DPS, level 29. Alright. Alright, packing. Fine, that'll do. Yeah, it's better. Right. Alright, full damage is a thing. Gotta remember that. Okay, we've obviously already been through here. Just want to get back to the ship so we can get back out into the world. And let's see about doing some of these new missions. Hopefully, maybe. Yeah, alright. Back to the ship. Let's check. Is it looking alright? Yes, I can smooth. Back to the unreliable.
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Goodbye.
Seriously? So we can't
Please be
leave?
advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware.
Alright, well, I'm confused. Maybe play something else. So I can't just trigger that. Alright. Brave New World. Okay, we've got to go there. Point of no return. Alright. So, let's go to Monarch.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
Okay.
With alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures. They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
There we go. Gorgon. We got it.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon.
Yay.
Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple of cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose. He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Oh, really? I thought he lost his arm gambling.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
You mean
Luck does
luck?
not exist, Captain. Nevertheless, I am programmed to agree with your assessment. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me.
Oh. Bridges down here. It's been so long since I played this. Alright, Ada. Take us to Gorgon. Ambrose Manor it is.
We arrived at Ambrose Manor.
Oh, I take Felix and Pravati. Why not? Obviously use them for the final mission, so they can't be that bad.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not
Nice.
expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk.
You gotta admit, that was kind of funny.
Felix! What if it's hurt?
So I realised. No one's got any armour again. Gorgon Pavati 402. Do we have something better? Maybe we haven't got it yet. Alright. Oh, it's Felix rocking. Grenade launcher. Alright. That's a bit better.
Remember this unit as it was before the fall.
Alright. Yeah, swanky.
Wow, Ambrose Manor? Hey, you think it's haunted?
Fish on tracks.
Big empty window like that? That's gotta be haunted. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
This place looks kind of sad. Like it's been waiting for someone to make a home out of it.
So empty.
Does seem kind of empty.
Something here don't feel right.
Yeah, there's nothing lootable.
Join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are. So who the devil are you? You certainly paint a picture, and I'm certainly intrigued. Do you see
Keep up
that
my pretense to be
glowing chunk of
Hawthorne.
space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon. To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie.
Nice to meet you too. Wow.
Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Yeah, I'm here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop? Lucky? Oh dear. He's my personal freelancer. My private investigator. I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Maybe I can help.
Excellent deduction. I can tell I found the right man for the job. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
I could get used to people offering us a job at first glance. Usually they just squint at us all suspicious-like. Or reach for a pistol.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands. The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of
Pretty
course,
high,
Gorgon is a
50-50
treacherous
maybe?
place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator.
That's nice.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck. One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
I'm sure they are.
My thoughts exactly. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
Okay. What did you send him to find?
The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
Okay, where do we go?
We start where all of this began. With Mother. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice.
Fair enough.
All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility. I believe you're the first person to ever side with me against the corporation. It's a refreshing change. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
Okay, what can we expect?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
Oh, good.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
The Sprat Shack? Hope they don't serve real sprats. There's a sprat worse place than the Groundbreaker. Tried it once, and I was sick for a week.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Pretty good.
The cat? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me, that's enough.
Fair enough.
Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're
Kinda
free to
thinking maybe I
salvage
shouldn't
anything
trust
that isn't
her.
nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious errors, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Hey boss, what's our policy on getting to know our clients a little better? You think she'd appreciate some company?
No.
Alright. I can do this. Here goes. Miss Ambrose? Must get awful lonesome up here all by yourself. What do you do for fun? Because, if you're interested, I've got the full set of Terror on Monarch.
The last thing I need in my life is more corporate propaganda masquerading as entertainment. That won't be necessary. Besides, don't you need your crew on hand? He is. Oh dear. It's been a while and I'm out of practice. You seem very nice. And very pretty. And I'm sure there's a wealthy heiress out there who'd be extremely lucky to run away with you. Alas, it isn't me. Are we in agreement?
Hey, no problem. I figured it was worth a shot at least.
That took a lot of guts, Felix.
Hey, thanks. I probably should have written down what I was going to say on my hand. That usually works.
Alright, let's just go and avoid more small talk. See anything lootable? Love the fish on tracks, that's great. That's kind of cool though.
Natural damage inflicted.
Alright, not lootable. Let's go to Gorgon.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
All right. Fine. Let's take the same two. Maybe they'll hit it off, and I won't have to keep trying to fix their love life.
Don't it make you feel small in the best way?
I see loot. Say nothing. Full damage. Oh no. So there's nothing back here, but there is. I've forgotten how good this game looks. It really is a good looking game. Yeah, climb. Climb. That's not stealing, then we will have it. Alright.
You looking for supply, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one round here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular. Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
Probably more interested in selling. everything should be pretty. So the stuff's all modded. Okay. So that's obviously the old facility. That's all. I was going to say it's all closed off, but
Keep an eye out, Captain. This place don't look entirely safe.
we're going to go to the Sprat Shack and follow our lead. It's handy, ammo just lying around. Alright, we found the Sprat Shack. Now I just gotta find Montoya's room.
Come here. Let's have a chat. Alright, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation. Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs. Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
Ooh.
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves.
Fair enough.
After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty. This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong. Just don't ask me to dance. Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Oh, lovely.
Can this colony have one research facility developing something without horrible, face-melting side effects? Is that so much to ask?
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Will do.
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again. Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us.
Highest caliber of what? Is he talking about guns?
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Noted.
If you're heading downstairs, order something sweet.
Now this looks like a real dive. Hey, I wonder if they got those floorboards that creak when a stranger walks in.
Oh, ugh. This place smells like Felix's birth.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be? So, you just wandered in for the genteel conversation. Suit yourself. I assume you're here for salvage. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while. Lucky. Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Interesting. Office of Creative
That's where the
Incubation.
top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him. You know about that? Huh. Word must travel fast around these parts. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off. Get this. The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
How do you know? That's what.
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne.
Hello.
I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp. No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle. I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Where was he staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Okay, so what do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock.
Lovely.
They say Adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Well, why did they shut it down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. Each their own, but I think it's dangerous. Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt.
I'm sure I will.
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab. He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him. Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own. He didn't tell me, and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
All right, and Leonora?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
Could be.
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her. What are friends for, eh? You got it, bub. Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge. Yes and no.
You run it, you don't own it.
Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea. See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
You think a Sprat could own Edgewater? Oh. Imagine one wearing Mr. Thompson's little hat.
Hey, Sprats can be real dangerous. I once saw a Sprat cross a guy off. Well, not exactly. The guy I worked with choked on a Sprat bone while he was having his usual salt tuna for lunch.
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, I
As
don't
far
want
as
to go down
business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but they say it's all above board, so that's what matters. Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential.
All right.
What's your pleasure? The
Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony, mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well connected, and not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well stocked with the essentials, by which I mean booze.
All right.
Good. I've got paying customers.
Okay, so
Groundbreaker never had bars this nice. They got balconies and everything.
You think the folks here likes...
I'm gonna love this place.
let's check out Hawthorne's room. He was on the 3rd floor, I think she said.
What have you got there?
Day 1. Space's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on their way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than a top runger's safe. Time to do some digging. Day 6. Caught a break today. Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Space's Choice. Sold me a key to the office of creative incubation. Just say this guy's about as lucid as a sprat on a Rizzo's factory, but I'm spending Minnie's bit so I can afford to take a chance. It worked. Clarence, mostly, whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Day 10. Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in the Synthesis and Manufactory Centre. Bad news is it's sealed up and at the arse end of the canyon. The good news is I should be able to open it from the Bigwigs admin terminal in OCL. Day 13. OCI is crawling with marauders, and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks, see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe. Combo is 4815.
Wouldn't they stick the preservative in before or after the eye comes out?
Alrighty. I was low on something. Persuade was low. So I couldn't persuade Minnie of something. Lockpick. Can all go up. Yeah. Perks. 1 point available. Remember what half of these do. gonna go to the office. Fair enough. Something strange in mines. Check it out. Stay out of mines. Murderous Moon Man. Bodies buried on Gorgon, but not many hatchets. Everyone had a grudge to bear and a finger to point. Lawrence Goodfellow oversaw Office of Creative Incubation, genuinely oblivious to playing dumb or playing dumb. Olivia Ambrose, Project Director, Lead Scientist, Prickly Perfectionist. Note, do not ask many about her. Killed in evacuation. Lucian Bancroft, Space's Choice Man, Real Top Runner. Few log visits to Gorgon. Tennyson with Ambrose. Baron Blakesley, the Supervisor of Human Inquiry and Auditing. Nerves of Steel, Heart of Ice, etc. Disappeared when things fell apart. Just below, Head of ChemLab. Exhibited increasing erratic behaviour in later years of project. Herbert St. Germain, he's a ghost. Worked at one of the facilities, vanished suddenly, record scrubbed. Okay.
Someone's in here.
Right.
So, how you...
Who's this now? Wonder if they could... Ah, who am I kidding?
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal. But you're welcome here.
Thanks.
Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook. Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. No joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Could be.
The other 20% is ordering me around.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
And why?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
So you hit them.
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges.
Why, thank you.
Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here. Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was. Oh, Georgie? Yeah, she helped me with interviews. A real whiz with the portable recorder tech, too. When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship off Gorgon. With any luck, she's safe and comfortable in Byzantium. She tried every which way to stay, but it was my contract keeping us here, not hers. Didn't seem fair she'd have to suffer just because I made a bad deal. No shit? That's downright civilized of you.
Yeah, I know.
All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance. You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
All right.
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B. Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
All right. Where was the other woman? She was in here.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose journey is far from over.
Could be.
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive. Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
All right.
It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled. Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost.
Ouch.
As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
Good man.
A broken heart, that's what. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
Okay.
I appreciate it, stranger. I don't expect you to move the stars. Just keep an eye out, and think of me from time to time. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
Okay, but I want to ask you something.
Yeah?
Do you know Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah. I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Yeah, did he mention anything about the research?
He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely.
The eyeball.
Sure thing. My condolences if you two were close.
I got the eyeball. Oh. Okay, so the eyeball's going to be a key. It's going to be a retina scanner.
You're a humbug, Trixie.
You guys are kind of creepy the way you just kind of appear. And just stand there staring at the wall, Parvati. Alright, let's go to the incubation center.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lucky Spirit. We're gonna finish your work and put you to rest, good and proper.
Who knew what darkness lurked in the heart of Gorgon? Captain Hawthorne and his crew were about to find out.
Okay, so... Right, so we've got to go down through that gateway. Alrighty then. Wow, some of these boxes are really well locked.
Deft hands, Cap.
Places had scavengers on it for a long time. There's a lot of stuff left.
This is so stupid. Georgie, you asshole. What are you doing? Hey, you got those drinks? Don't tell me it's Glacial Age again.
When did you become this picky? Here's beer. Hey, what are we celebrating anyway?
1 year on assignment. Only 10,000 more to go.
No shit. And that makes it 1 year trapped in this goddamn closet.
1 year getting chewed out by Olivia Ambrose for doing our jobs.
1 year drinking stolen beer.
And 1 year as partners. In crime. Partners in crime.
Hey, you okay? Your face is all red. Let me get you some water. Hold on.
Partners, Georgie? Are you out of your mind? Get it together!
So she liked Roscoe. Why not? Let's have a good old search for loot.
That was quick.
Spot shields are kind of cool. a bit tough. Sure, my old sniper used to take guys down in one. Then again, DLC, everything's upgraded. I suspect. Okay, next maybe entrance to someone's territory. Go up there, we want to head this way. Great. Into whoever's territory. Yeah, I'm good. I think bad guys have definitely had an upgrade. Right, got no more loot. Shiver pillory. Okay, those things are pretty tough. You mean, no, thank you. Seriously, both you guys went down? That's not good.
There sure are an awful lot of marauders on this abandoned asteroid.
Are these mantisaurs? Never seen the likes of these.
Bad guys that way. going to be going in there.
First call. I thought I knew the OCI backwards and forwards. The Marauders got a way of finding every nook and cranny on this rock. OCI. Fancy joint. Smells like Wentworth's and leather. A real slice of Byzantium. You don't set that up unless you're planning something big. Adrena time? Sure. But something tells me there's more to the story. Got a hunch to follow up on near the old mines. I'm leaving this here, in case I gotta come back.
Alright, well, I'm glad you did.
Initiating ocular measurement. Measurement complete. Ocular identification complete. Welcome, Clarence Mostly. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of Creative Incubation.
Alright, we're in.
You're telling me Spacer's Choice can build an office this pretty? I can't pay their workers a couple more bits?
Speaking of bits. Messages. The procedure and protocol. Do monitor and report extended laboratory breaks. Don't mention surveillance and security. Don't talk about the incident. Don't let auditors onto the upper floors. Ooh. Alright, so we've unlocked everything. All those armors we picked up. I'm a type light. What are we running? Medium. What are our bonuses? Backpack, carrying capacity. All right. This one with a number 15. Good skill plus. That is kind of engineer-like. Nine. Phoenix is 39.
Oh, it's just salt tuna. Come on, we got a volcano too.
Ah, the Spacer's chosen. Lousiest team that ever did swing a tossball stick.
Time brings out the hero in you.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a tree at a time.
All right. So tuna don't need. What should we give Felix? Holy crap. One 151. Four nine two. All right. What the hell am I carrying? I need to upgrade my weapons. I guess that's why I'm not doing so much damage. That's just out the other end. All right. The vending machine got. These bots are down, so the security's. Chef Bot's not got anything. Dehydrated water. Fair enough. So something with a little more kick. Generator room. All right. Oh, box, loot. Let's head upstairs. Yes, we gotta go this way.
Something there.
Here they come!
Cannot use one in combat.
Something caved their skulls clean in.
I hope their passing was swift.
Can we do that again?
Definitely need better guns. But the upgrade to those guys has definitely worked. What's that one? 525. 598. Okay, assault rifle, 525. go back to that other room, because there was a safe in there. Okay. Mine was 33. Messages. The OCI Cerebral Committee has hereby decided by unanimous vote that the recent test results from human inquiry and auditing are unacceptable, untenable and unsatisfactory. This message is an informal expression of our dissatisfaction, which will be formally declared by memorandum in the near future. While the committee recognises the marketing potential of insomnia and chemical dependency, the remaining side effects described in HIA's latest report are incompatible with the OCI's vision of the adrenotime product. Corporate auditors will expect to see the product dramatically improves the long-term productivity of Spacer's Choice workers by reducing the need for rest and mitigating the effects of long-term melancholia. The product delivered to HIA induces psychosis, violent behaviour, paranoia and alarmingly disobedience. The OCI cannot accept that the product transforms long-term users into dissidents. I share your concerns, but not your alarm. In times like these, I encourage you to recall a passage from our Spacer's Choice User Manual. The failures of subordinates must never become the failures of leadership. The meaning is simplicity itself. HIA has failed to deliver acceptable results because they have failed to perform their professional obligations. My esteemed colleagues, you and I possess a number of law-given qualifications, but we have never been relegated to lab coat work. Let me reiterate, we are not test tube jockeys, we are leaders. HI's purpose is to deliver test results. Our purpose is to deliver a quarterly report. I'd like you to reach out to Miriam Kumara at Strategic Branding, have her team clean up HI's report, trim the fat and tuck in the guts, make it look presentable. My team and I have finished reviewing HI's latest experimental report. We believe the failure of this report is manifest in its flagrant disregard for company-approved language. To that end, we have drafted a revised report, edited with language consistent with the Spacer's Choice company vision. The HIA's original report mentions clear evidence of dangerous side effects associated with using the adrenotime product, including, but not limited to, paranoia, violent confusion, chemical dependence, and dissident adjacent behaviour. We propose the following connotative revisions. Connotative. Dangerous side effects. Exciting collateral benefits. Paranoia. dramatically heightened attention, violent confusion, physically assertive behaviour, chemical dependence, metabolic compatibility, dissident adjacent behaviour. Any mention of dissident behaviour in this report may encourage dissidence. Recommended cutting this phrase entirely out of respect for our readers. Oh my gosh. Why is it I can actually imagine that being done though? Maybe I'll find the key later. Well, let's lock down. So I'll come back through here. Did I check that box? Okay. Bits of a marauder. In there. Alright, security notice. By order of Lawrence Goodfellow, auditorium projector room must remain sealed until... Oh, we need to go in there. Please answer any inquiries by visiting... Okay. What do we pick up? So not really anything new. Injection room must be this one up here. That's where one of the Roscoe's recordings is, I believe. Plasma Carbine Ultra. I've done it.
Hey, can you imagine watching Terror on Monarch in this place?
Okay.
About your test subjects, I assume you're trying new formulations on humans, correct? Where do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do.
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminally indigent? Well, that's a social good, don't you agree?
I have a staff meeting to attend. Excuse me.
I've got one of Roscoe's recordings. Nice. Alright, can we upgrade some of this armor? Try and give me something better. What am I actually wearing? Leadership +5. It's medium. Medium defense +5. Hack +7, that's quite nice. What's that? I really want the backpack. Okay. That's slightly better. Modification. What does that do? Make two. Okay, and what can we do with this one? Magazine size 50% larger. Exacto sight. Yep, nice. Increases attack speed. Paratex. Right. Okay, what don't we need? Bum. Right. Let's got some upgrades. And freed up a bit of inventory space. I did equip that. I didn't equip the armor. Dope. Version 3. It's heavy. Medium lock pick +5, that's quite nice. Alright. That'll do us. I should have more than 2 rounds. Okay, where's this gun?
Going one for Felix.
All right. I want to take your bits. Wow. This is a pretty sweet corporate office. Got more loot. Okay, I thought that was going to be tougher. Vending machines have a very Star Wars sound to them. Unless it's just me. Right, so it gives us in there, around there. Can't use any of those doors, so Drones put up a good fight.
Sister in
Here they come!
Yep, I'm fine. Thank you, Pavad. Sure, what I want a music box for. Oh, it's too long. I'm not going to read it. Okay, so he's ranting about side effects. Definitely take a upgrade. Thank you, game. Sealed, of course it is.
Shoot. This place got me feeling like I might dirty it up just by looking at it.
It is a bit swanky. Nice. So what was that weapon? Flurry it was called or something? Four. All right. Okay, so they didn't want the journalists to go, so that would be Roscoe.
I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here. I understand that you think yourself a big hero here on a big, important job.
Big damn hero.
The last one did too. But you've grossly misapprehended the situation here. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot. Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
I don't understand. They made marauders here? How?
The 40 Adrena time.
Doesn't make any sense. How could marauders get to Edgewater from all the way out here?
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
My friends and neighbors became marauders, Captain. They hurt a lot of folks, and Edgewater still ain't the same. If this place caused that, I want to know.
Marauders are everybody's problem, boss. If Spacer's Choice made the marauders, we can't just let them get away with it.
Fine. We'll work it out. Yeah. Cozy little dining room. And lots of a dream time around. Okay, that's where we came in. Righto, so go around in a circle. Okay, there's nothing else here.
Now.
We never listened to warnings before. I don't expect we'll start now.
Yeah, right. The upper floor.
We're looking for a comms tower, right? Ought to be one of the tallest things around. It's gonna get a signal past these canyons.
Didn't we see a big communication tower on the way over here?
I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as it is.
I'm more worried about the canids. Yes, and we're going this way. Part of me still wants to actually sort of... That wasn't the gun I was expecting. God damn it. Must remember, need to heal myself. Remember the keys.
If somebody's trying to stop you, that just means you're on the right track. Didn't we see a big communication tower on the way over here?
I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting. All together!
Yeah! Now that was fun!
Where were we? I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as it is.
Loot everything. Someone's put mines here. Sort of taking us where we were going, but I want to finish looting this area. Be using Adreno time if I created like marauders and the like. Given you're reading this, I'm likely dead. Very sorry about that. I'm also sorry about Space's choice had to send someone else to finish my assignment. As at the moment I'm writing this, Charles Novak still possesses the express mail delivery prototype. I believe he's gone entirely mad, as he has abandoned his apartment and taken up with a group of marauders not far from here. Charles no longer recognises me. He can't even recognise Space's choice jingle. When I sang it to him to try to coax him into a calmer state, he shot me in the arm. If you're here to retrieve the prototype, here's what you should know. prototype remains intact. The prototype has been modified to simultaneously fire multiple projectiles, and the original packaging housing chamber appears to have been replaced with an explosive payload. Please note that I did not sanction these modifications, nor do I approve of setting fire to company correspondence. The original prototype was intended to deliver packages more quickly, nothing more. So you're going short of ammo, which is good. I like that. Holy crap. Rewarded for searching this lot. I like it. Who doesn't like loot? Or do you think they should be something?
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrenatime. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
No, we've got a couple of Roscoe's recordings. What did we pick up? Nothing better than anything I've got. Fair enough. Fair enough. This game looks so good. Okay, I guess we want to come down to this tower here, this bridge, and across. See marauders, this will be the bridge. Yep. Of course.
Score one for Felix. Still got it.
Well, upgrading these guys was definitely the right choice. Kicking ass. Like it.
Great work. It's certainly giving us some rewards. 584, eh? Uh, 62. We overloaded. We are. Of course we are. Nice for their bill. A workbench here somewhere. If we were cleared of all suspicion, no further investigation needed. Yep. Yeah. I could have used that without hacking my way in, but
Oh, this box almost missed. I'd like you to follow up regarding Essie's chat. Now this could be a whole mess, or this could be something we resolve quietly, to the mutual benefit of both parties. Here's what I'm going to do. I've enclosed the key that unlocks a safe you'll find behind a wall panel in my room, in which I most certainly do not store the stockpile of adrenotime. Maybe some of that supply, which again I must stress does not exist, goes missing from time to time. It happens. There's quite a lot of it, and who'd say I count doses that carefully. My perfectly legal non-adrenotime related business proves a valuable service to customers who benefit. Oh, I'm sorry, I've encumbered. Bridge I want is this way. Okay, go. There we go. We are just unencumbered. Yeah, that's better. Now we can move.
Always wanted to go strolling through a ghost town.
Are all these marauders former townsfolk?
Just missed that. All right. over encumbered again. So we'll wait. Thompson started doling out Adrena time to select few of us, and guess who got this hands on the first batch? My dosage this morning and worked straight through lunch. The guy who cleans Solchino across from me is putting second shift. Reed Thompson. These all locked. There's one at the end there. Obviously something bad with the early Adrena time.
This is my second month on Adrena time. It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately. Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
Alright, really good loot through this. So we can fast travel here now, can we? Good, yeah. Adrena time is everywhere. More Adrena time. Surprise, surprise. Weapon parts, nice. Ooh. What is that? 6:30. Oh, I see. We're gonna go up here. I was gonna say, how did we miss our appointed place? Take some parts. Blood evacuation, because that's the end. Teaching me here, last escape shuttle left a few of us in the dust. I've seen anyone lift off in such a hurry. We scattered like roaches and every man, woman for themselves. They're still up and running. I see looks like only one employee left with their tracker flipped on. What a rube. Signing off for good this time. You take care of yourself. Comms tower, don't forget to stand up straight like I taught you. Nice. Skill points. They can all go up. Nice. We don't get a perk. So because I've got to go to Byzantium. Okay, we're going to go to Byzantium. about knocking off time, so what we'll do, fly away to Byzantium. Land, and then call it quits, I think.
Transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Still working on it.
Well, isn't that exciting? A lonely asteroid, an old research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue. And here I've just been doing the crossword. Any promising leads on Mother's journal? I've watched enough detective serials to know that a promising lead can get you anywhere. I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same. I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time. What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenatime could make marauders out of people.
Yeah, they can.
That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late. Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend.
Profit.
A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise. I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one. Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
Yes.
Ta!
Alrighty. No, we're going to save. Right, back to the main menu. And that's going to be that for me tonight. That's fun. I like the Outer Worlds. It's good to be back in it. Let's be doing some of the story again. Definitely. I gotta work on my backlog of games. Alrighty. I should be back tomorrow. That's the plan. So take care, stay safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, be socially distant, all that good stuff. And I will see ya.